Are big, busy places, and sometimes things get lost. Hey, life happens. But losing an 82-year-old patient who suffers from dementia, that should never happen. Tonight, Kim Holland is on special assignment to find out how it did happen last weekend.
They totally lost her. Totally lost her.
William Tenaccio is upset and angry over how this could happen to his grandmother. Margaret Tenaccio is an 82-year-old woman who once performed in horse shows with the singing cowboy, Gene Autry. She lived by herself after recently losing her husband of more than 50 years, but her health has been deteriorating. Margaret suffers from dementia, Alzheimer's, or both. Last Saturday, she was at a Rio Rancho assisted living facility for the day when her caregivers say she started acting strangely. An ambulance took her to Presbyterian Rust Medical Center's emergency room in Rio Rancho. Medical records state she became angry there and said over and over that she just wanted to go home. Staff noted she had dementia but found no other problems. After 4 hours, the hospital discharged Margaret at 10:19 Saturday night.
She's a big lady. Big Norwegian lady. And so I can see herself kind of bullying people out of the way.
But William says the hospital released his grandmother without getting a hold of him or her caregiver. And that's where the problems began. The hospital sat Margaret in the ER lobby on a bench and called her a cab. But apparently nobody kept an eye on the dementia patient, so when the cab driver arrived, Margaret was nowhere to be seen. The hospital called Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies who went by Margaret's North Valley home. There was no sign of her. After a second pass at 10:30 the next morning, a deputy found her safe at home. Nobody knows where she was for 12 hours, and Margaret doesn't remember.
She has mental instability. Who knows? Who knows what could have happened?
Presbyterian would also like to know how this happened.
If we have any reason to believe that someone has dementia or is incompetent, then we take an entirely different approach. We would not put them in the waiting room. We would keep them under close medical supervision.
Presbyterian is investigating why that apparently didn't happen. William says the incident has affected his grandmother.
Now it seems like her episodes come more frequently.
Margaret is now at Loveless getting the mental treatment Adult Protective Services says she needs, and the facility may be the last place she will live.
It's heartbreaking to know that I will not be able to have her go home, ever.
Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
William says he is helping to sell his grandmother's house to pay her medical bills, and he says he may sue the hospital over her disappearance.